Lewis Hamilton claimed his first victory for Ferrari by winning the Chinese Grand Prix sprint. Having taken a surprise pole on Friday, Hamilton held off Max Verstappen at the start and in the opening stages before expertly managing his tyres to cruise to victory. The victory was the first for both Hamilton and Ferrari in the sprint and marked a stunning turnaround from a disappointing debut for the Italian team at last weekend's season-opening Australian Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri passed Verstappen for second in the closing stages, but had taken too much out of his tyres to chase down Hamilton, who won by almost 7 seconds in the end. Melbourne winner Lando Norris retained his championship lead after scoring just a single point, finishing 8th, having dropped 3 places from his starting position of 6th after an opening lap error. George Russell was 4th for Mercedes, holding off Hamilton's teammate Charles Leclerc, who overtook him on the first lap of the race. Yuki Tsunoda drove superbly for Racing Bulls to take 6th, holding off Mercedes' Kimi Antonelli. But despite the positive vibes that came from Hamilton's performance on Friday, his and Ferrari's underwhelming effort in Australia meant there's plenty of doubt as to whether he'd be able to convert pole to victory in Shanghai. Not only did he have Verstappen alongside him, but there was also a looming threat Piastri from third, and McLaren many believe would be completely dominant at the start of the weekend. The 40-year-old showed his reaction and remained as sharp as ever as he got off the line cleanly and cut off across Verstappen to ensure he held the lead at the first corner. Hamilton was swiftly able to extend his lead over Verstappen just to about a second, keeping the Dutchman just outside of DRS. But that would change when the gap suddenly closed on lap 7. The 7-time world champion used his experience to deny Verstappen a clear overtaking opportunity before Red Bull dropped back a couple of laps later as his tyres struggled in the dirty air of the Ferrari. With Hamilton moving clear, Verstappen then came under pressure from Piastri but held him off until lap 15, by which point Ferrari was almost 3 seconds clear. It quickly became clear that Piastri had little life left in his tyres and Hamilton drove into the distance to deliver a statement result, saying, "I really do feel a lot of people underestimate the steep climb it is to get into a new team, become acclimatised with the team, understanding communications, all sorts of things. The amount of critics and people I've heard japping the way, clearly not understanding, maybe because they never had experience or were unaware. It felt great to come here and be more comfortable in the car, because in Melbourne I didn't feel great in the car. For that one this weekend I've been on it. The engineers and mechanics have done a great job to fine-tune the car and it felt great." But after Norris launched his championship campaign with an impressive victory in Australia, one of the biggest talking points in Shanghai on Thursday was just how dominant McLaren could be, with Russell suggesting that McLaren could hold a bigger advantage over the field than Red Bull's 2023 car did. A questionable run plan in sprint qualifying and an error from Norris left him 6th on the grid, with Piastri only able to salvage 3rd. Norris' task immediately stiffened as he ran off the track at turn 6 on the opening lap as he attempted to pass Russell around the outside and lost 3 positions. But perhaps the biggest surprise was Norris's inability to pass the Aston Martin Stroll before he eventually broke through to 8th with 2 laps to go. I just had a bad first lap, then it was difficult to do a lot. I just feel dreadful, so a lot of work to do, he said. While running in a clear air, it was clearly advantage for Hamilton. McLaren's lack of pace was still surprising. And yeah, before I go, let me run you through the classification from the sprint race. Lewis Hamilton, what an incredible drive to win it in such dominant fashion as well. Just absolutely extraordinary. It feels like peak Hamilton could very well be back. Oscar Piastri in second. I think he'll be pleased with that. Probably the maximum he could have achieved today. So yeah, good job from him. Max Verstappen as well, getting the car home in 3rd. Disappointed to his position to Piastri, but I think still probably outperforming that car. Russell did a great job as well, holding off Leclerc. And yeah, I think Leclerc will be probably concerned by this weekend, really. You know, Hamilton's just walked into the team and yeah, he's absolutely wiped the floor with him this weekend, let's be real. Tsunoda 6th, outstanding job from him, continuing to impress. Antonelli 7th, yeah, probably would have wanted to get past Tsunoda, but still a great job from him. Norris 8th, and yeah, just a poor mistake from Lando at the start, and yeah, not being able to get past Stroll, not very good for them at all. But I think there are positive signs for Aston Martin as well, with Alonso up there. Alex Albon as well, maybe disappointed not to be a bit higher, but yeah, there we are. Hadjar, I think, did a relatively decent job in 13th. Obviously, we'll want to be closer to Tsunoda, but that will come with time. Lawson, good recovery, some good overtakes, but still miles off where he needs to be. Haas dropping back a bit, I don't think any surprise there, but you know, relatively evenly matched. Sainz tried for the strategy where he pitted, was never really going to work, was it? And Jet, still a tough start to his Williams career. Salvage just didn't have the pace, and Dillon, yeah, after outqualifying on Gasly last time out in qualifying, not so good this time, and yeah, picked up a penalty.
Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.